So communication, my point of saying all of that is communication is the key. Y'all don't need to really know everything that's going on in this picture. I'll explain it to you, and it's hard to read some of it. But these are just basically nerves, right? The way nerves, your body's nerves communicate, this up here is effective communication. You can see this is called, these words right here is called a synaptic junction. This is where the nerves, they don't touch each other. They're very close to each other and they release something called neurotransmitters, right? You can just say, imagine they're like love letters, okay? They're sending love letters from one end to the other, okay? And so that's how your nerves communicate. And they communicate in milliseconds. I mean, it's super fast, right? So when the nerves are like this, they're all healthy, there is proper communication. If you have proper communication, you will not have any of those neurological conditions that I just listed above. When you have improper communication, which is what you see down here, what you see down here, you'll notice you see the synaptic junction is further away. You can see this is the end of one nerve and this is the end of another nerve. Whereas over here, the nerves were this close, the endings were this close. Now, look at the distance between here and here. It's really far apart, right? So when that's far apart, it's hard to send love letters. Like, remember in school, you write a little note and you're trying to throw it to a friend. Well, if your friend is outside in the hallway, it's very hard to throw that note outside into the hallway, right? So there's going to be improper communication. And when there's improper communication, I like to say there's a short circuit. And then when that happens, that's when neurological conditions start to happen, right? That's when you start getting the tremors. That's when you start getting the numbness, the tingling, the pain, because you lost connection, communication. So the key is communication. Now, what causes these nerves? What causes these nerves to shrink? Improper nutrition. When you don't have proper nutrition, they shrivel up. Just like, if you starve yourself, you're going to start shrinking, right? You're going to start shriveling up because you're starving yourself. That's the same thing that happens with our nerves, right? So our body is actually, I like to just explain our body in very, simple terms, because it is actually very simple. Healing is actually very simple. We just tend to like to complicate it in medicine, okay? So the purpose of me showing this is that in order to restore and sometimes even reverse chronic degenerative nerve disorders, you have to improve the communication within your nervous system, okay?